like kind of nasty or a diva. And then someone else who walks in and she let that inner light shine on set. She was mesmerizing. So being around the top beautiful women in the world taught me very quickly where true beauty lies. And also the other thing that I learned is, I'll never forget, I was living in Miami Beach during the winters sometimes, doing the modeling season down there. And I was on the treadmill, or the elliptical machine, like working on at the gym. And I noticed everyone was looking at me. I looked up and everyone was looking my way. I mean, everyone. I'm talking everyone in that gym. I looked over and Cindy Crawford was running on the machine next to me. And so of course everyone's staring at Cindy Crawford. And I had a moment. There I am in all my full-figured glory, bouncing and doing my thing, and all the curves of waggling, wiggling. And it was like, I could either feel less than next to Cindy Crawford, or I could just own myself in that moment and just look at her and be like, look at my beautiful sister. Isn't she beautiful? But I'm beautiful too, you know? Sometimes we let other women, we diminish ourselves when we're comparing ourselves to other women. So
absolutely.
It's the idea, is don't diminish yourself. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. You are enough. So when I started my career, I didn't realize that, but somehow walking this career and working on this level with this level of talent, I learned about beauty and I learned about how to honor myself and who I am compared to other women, you know, that we're all beautiful in our own way.
Absolutely.
So those were a couple of really, if I could go back, I would have, the journey's all of it. You know, the journey's great when you learn the lessons, but I'm so glad I can share that with the listeners tonight.
Absolutely.
I really hope that somebody out there who needed to hear that really takes that in and lets that hit their heart.
Absolutely. You are listening to Our Voices. My name is Natasha Nurse. More with my guest, Alexandra Boo, the president and CEO at Underland Management, next on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Smart lights, smart locks, smart thermostats. You love your new connected technology. And the Consumer Technology Association wants to help you protect the security of your devices. First, don't use default or easy-to-guess passwords. Create unique ones and keep them safe. Next, look for and install security updates from device manufacturers. Also, have an active firewall for your home router. And consider using a professional installer to set up your new devices. Easy tips from the Consumer Technology Association to help keep your devices secure.
Welcome back to Our Voices on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Natasha Nurse, and my guest today is Alexandra Boo, the president and CEO at Underland Management. So, Alexandra, you just dropping gems left and right. I can't even with you.
Thanks, girl. Thanks, girl. Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad I could share. Because, listen, I think as women, part of our job is once you reach kind of where I am, that older kind of thing, you just got to reach back and you got to give all those gems of wisdom to our younger sisters.
Absolutely.
I wish I had known this. I wish I had someone who would have nurtured that in me when I was younger.
Absolutely. So then would you say, because I love your idea that you're saying that you want to build kind of this army of empowered women who are curvy and just and loving themselves and loving who they are. What would you say currently is like the biggest challenge women are facing being represented in media and having, I guess, a more diverse representation of women in media?
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned challenge because, girl, it is a changing. There's been like this heart opening in fashion in the last couple of years for curvy women. There's never been a more exciting time to be in the game than right now. Like with Ashley Graham on the cover of Sports Illustrated and Rosie Mercado, one of our curvy Latina talent. She's about to be a talk show hostess. On a new talk show called Face the Truth, and it's a national talk show. So it's beginning to open up were, like I was talking about before, the models are not just modeling clothes and being quiet. They get to have voices. They get to have a platform and to invite others. And I think that those, it's just cracking open, and it's so exciting. And everybody, like I said earlier, they're wired with their gifts and talent to offer the world. Everyone has one. And once you comb that out and you figure out what that is, and you really focus the opportunity to actually create something amazing and meaningful and impactful in the world is now. It is, the time is now.
Okay. Well, then I guess, would you have maybe one or two things that you could say about when people listening, like, how do they find that one unique talent or their host of skill sets that can create the career that they want for themselves?
Okay, that's a great question. Great question. Because a lot of times people have in their head what they know they want, but they haven't checked in with their heart. I love, like, Tess Holliday. Her story is so empowering because she was the opposite of what a model would be. She was shorter and a lot heavier and all tattooed, but she created a voice for herself on social media, and she had a passion. And that eventually organically unfolded into having a modeling career and being able to do what she really wanted to do. So the advice that I would give is, I often think about that, this is the deathbed question, I call it, the deathbed question. If you were dying and it's your last moment and you got your loved ones around you and you were going to tell them one last message about what you've learned about your life, what is that message? And once you identify that message and you share it with your loved ones, then you can figure out what's at the core of your heart right now to tell the world. And then from there, you come out, okay, maybe it's to live without regret. Okay, I'm just throwing out an example. To live without regret. And then you take that's at the core of your branding and your voice, to live without regret. And that's part of what it is that you're here to teach. And so that's like, once you've figured out some of that core messaging by going inside like that, with an exercise as simple as that, you add that to what you feel passionate about, and then you do the work in becoming good at what you're passionate about. And that's part of, like, I know you teach it, girl. I would teach it too, like, all the steps in becoming good at, modeling or being a fashion blogger, whatever it is. You take all that and you put it together, and that's where, and then you have your faith, you walk that out, magic happens.
I love it.
Magic.
You are listening to Our Voices on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Natasha Nurse, and my guest today is Alexandra Boo, the president and CEO at Underland Management. So, Alexandra, oh my gosh, I love talking to you, and I feel like, again, I could have days and days and never get enough of you. But what we'll do is we're going to throw in some rapid fire questions so that everyone listening can get to know you a little bit more before we wrap everything up. So I guess I want to know, if you were not, creating your own empire, empowering women left and right, what would you be doing? Fill in that blank.
Talk show hostess.
Oh, okay. TV land. Okay. Interesting.
You know it.
What is a book that you're reading right now that you absolutely love?
Tina Alexis Allen, she wrote a book called Hiding Out. Her story, really good.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Who motivates you?
Jesus.
Team Jesus, I hear ya. How do you relax and unwind?
Oh, a bath. Give me a bathtub and my essential oils. Woo!
I love it. You're too cute. Number one thing on your bucket list?
I'm going to repeat it because it means so much to me. It's to create that army of empowered women who, like a ripple effect, will help other women. Because I believe that that's the change agent for this world. That we lift one another up to be our best selves. And so you do it one person at a time. At least that's my goal, one person at a time. And then they have to, like a chain of love, help someone else, and so on and so forth.
Okay. And then from that, actually, who would you say are some women that we should be, everyone listening should be on the lookout for? Like, you just really love what they stand for, what their brand is all about?
Oh, Lord, there are so many amazing women right now out there. Mm-hmm. One of my favorites, though, has got to be Rosie Mercado. Because she, I mentioned her earlier, we started working together 3 years ago, and we've done it a faith-based leaning in, just like I was describing. And she went from, a quiet, very quiet career to now launching a talk show in the fall called Face the Truth. And I'm so excited. And in fact, I should mention, I'm launching these brands. You said earlier, there's a dress line that I'm launching called Lioness NYC. Lioness is spelled differently than a lioness. It's got a Y in it, LYONYSS. But what it is about, for me, it's a bodycon luxe knit collection so that women can feel sexy and amazing. And so one of the things is we're going to do a capsule collection for her that, because she does a lot of red carpet and Hollywood stuff. And so just giving the tool, our curvy sisters who are getting on the media, they need that luxury, those luxe brands that they can wear and feel gorgeous and hang in Hollywood without apology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that, and I love a bodycon dress because I happen to have hips that don't lie, and they look so good.
That about you.
Thank you. Yes, I get it from my mama, and yes, they never look better than in a bodycon dress. So I love that, and I can't wait to see that collection. That's very exciting.
Girl, I'll get you one. And I just want to add. You have the best. I've told you this before. I'm going to say it publicly. You have the best laugh of any human being I've ever met. It's infectious. It's joy. Is everyone listening to this laugh? I can't get enough of hearing her laugh. I swear.
You're so funny. I remember when I first laughed. You had a riot about me laughing. It was too funny.
I'm like, what? Are you kidding? You made that noise? That's the best, happiest, joyful noise I've ever heard. It makes me happy to hear you laugh.
You're so sweet. Thank you. And with that, I guess I don't want everyone to not know how can they get in touch with you if they want to learn more about your clothing line, about the talent you're working with, about your vision. Where do they go?
Okay, easy. You can email me at Alexandra at undulanmanagement.com.
Okay. And
I don't know if are you going to...
Why don't you spell that out for them?
Okay. Yeah. So it's Alexandra, ALEXANDRA at UNDELAND management.com.
I love it. Alexandra, like I said, thank you so much for sharing your story, sharing your wisdom with me today. It has been a pleasure. Everyone listening, this is Alexandra Boo. She's the president and CEO at Undulan Management. I just thank you so much for coming and sharing your voice on Our Voices.
Thank you for having me. Really bless you, and big light and love to all the listeners. Everyone, everywhere, help to inspire and live the life of your dreams.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I know that our audience found you both as informative and inspiring as I did. Again, my name is Natasha Nurse. I'm the proud host of Our Voices here on 90.3 WHPC. Our show's creative director is Rudy J. Breedy. Visit nccradio.org. That's www.nccradio.org for more information. This is going to be available as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcasts, and Spreaker. Our Voices is powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.